Hi guys, how are you? So I had a really cool idea, and here's my idea. I am gonna do my makeup with what I used to wear. So I have Mirabella CC cream, It Cosmetics CC cream. I have some MAC powder. I have some color correcting stuff. I don't even know. And then I have all of these blush palettes and contour palettes that I used to use and never know how to use. And then this 120 eyeshadow color palette that, again, you can tell I rarely used because I would never wear any of these colors. I think I bought it for like some of these warm tones, and you can see it's like barely been used. So I'm just gonna walk you through how I guess I used to do my makeup, which was with one brush in my hands. And then I'm going to wash my face, come back and show you how everything I just showed you, you can do your makeup with one compact instead of all of this stuff. Okay, so let's get started. So first I would pump this, 2 pumps on my hand, which is probably way too much, but that's what I did. Oh my God, it feels so weird to even go back and use my hands. But this is how I used to do my makeup. Layer it on. And this is probably why I broke out so much, because I used my hands. And I also put it on my lips, which I know is not uncommon. I still kind of like that look sometimes for like a base for a nude lip, but I think it's all starting, the old ways are starting to come back to me. So I would just rub this in down my neck, take my hands and just wipe them on a towel. So I already look one-dimensional. Yay. I do have some blemishes I want to cover, so I'm gonna work that in there. This guy, that guy. And then we'll do a little bit of yellow. I don't even think I like got match this. I think I ordered it online, which I don't think I ever got color matched to any foundation. I think I just always went in and bought it. Like nobody ever helped me with that, which whatever. So then I would come in with my powder at this point, and I would just come in and cake it on, make sure that foundation doesn't move. And you can see how flat my face looks. Like, I will admit this is good coverage, but very one-dimensional. And then I would use the same brush to come back in and use my blush. So you can see obviously what colors I preferred. So I would just mix. And I actually, now I totally remember, I never used to contour. I would always just put my blush in my contour spot because that's where I thought it went. So, which, I mean, I guess that's not awful, but it definitely doesn't like do anything for your face. So, I bought a contour palette, and you can see that I never used it because I didn't know how. So, I'm not even gonna try because I never use this because it's powder. I didn't know how to use it. Like, honestly, this is how I did my makeup. And I would even, let's just do some eyeshadow, okay? So I would say, here's my palette. I like this color and this color because they're the lightest. And I have always, my whole entire life, until mascara, used my finger to apply my makeup. And I never knew anything about eyeshadow, so I would always just do one color on my lid. I don't even think I ever filled in my brows. And then I would just grab a darker color and just, this is what I would always do. Oh my gosh. Which, again, the eyeshadow's not awful. I still think you can get away with eyeshadow, like with your fingers, especially for blending and whatnot, but and I would be done. So it doesn't look awful, obviously. Like, I don't think, if you are not into changing your routine, that's totally fine. Do I think that this is okay now that I know how life-changing this is? Absolutely not. But stay tuned because I'm gonna take a couple after pictures. I'm gonna wash my face, come back, and I'm gonna walk you through how to get this very similar look with cream makeup with healthy ingredients, clean ingredients, and look way more three-dimensional and more like yourself without a ton of, like, you can see I have no like pores that are showing, but it's also very heavy on my face. So stay tuned. I'm gonna wash my face and I'll be right back. Bye. Okay guys, I am back. So I am gonna get ready with you now using 3D foundation. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of moisturizer on my face first, and then I know I just showed you the old traditional way, so I'm gonna explain to you what 3D foundation is. So 3D foundation is meant to make your face three-dimensional, all go on in one layer, and be really lightweight on your skin. So it is gluten-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, scent, fragrant-free, and it is totally customizable to you. So long gone are the days of the concealer that you would only use one color. Now you can just get that one color and you're not buying a bunch of stuff that you don't need or you're never going to use. So you will send me a makeup-free selfie standing in front of a window from the collarbone up to get custom matched. And when you get matched, you're then going to be matched to 3 colors, custom colors, to start building your compact. And then from there, you get to build your compact based on your needs. So my custom colors, I have a couple different brighteners that I like, a main highlight, a couple different contour colors that I like to play around with, a couple eyeshadows that I love, and a powder illuminator, and then some lip and cheeks that are up to you. So I am going to get ready with the, what brush do I want to use today? Let's do the B squared brush. So I'm actually going to still go back and put everything on with my finger like I did the old way, but I'm going to blend it in with a brush and show you the difference. So I'm gonna start here, and I like to use Aura for my brightening. And I am just gonna pop this underneath my eye. And so this, since this is also a concealer, you're just going to use it to conceal some problem spots that you have, if you have any. If not, that's okay. I'm going to use Sunlit to kind of just pop in the inner corner of my eye, and then I just like to sweep a little bit of that onto my eyelid. So then I'm going to use my finger and dip into my main color and pop this on. So you can already see like how much less product I'm using, and I have a clean hand, and I'm not like using my whole face or my whole hand to cover my face. So I am just going to pop this on around my hairline. And then we'll do some of the brightening down the center of the nose. And now it is time for my contour. So now I'm gonna come in with my middle finger, and I'm just gonna dip into my contour color. I have a couple different ones that I like to play around with depending on the mood I'm in. And then I like to sweep this down, sweep this down. I like to sweep down and blend up, so the majority of the pigment is closest to your hairline and kind of fades out as it goes in. And then we're gonna use some excess to contour your nose. And then I'm gonna put a couple dots of this on my forehead to create some shadows. And then I'm gonna trace my jawline. So you can see the process is already very, very different. And then we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison at the end. So I'm rubbing this contour on my lips, but I'm also making sure to go like just over the edge of my lips, and it helps create a little bit of a pout and that shadow. So now I'm gonna come in with my brush. There's a fluffy end and a more dense end, and I'm just gonna start to blend in the same way that I put it on my face. So I'm gonna start with my brightening highlight first underneath my eye. You wanna do all the lighter areas first. And so then I'm gonna blend my main in. And I always like to start with my contour up at my forehead, and we're just gonna blend that in softly. You don't wanna take it away. So I like to apply it in a downward motion and then blend it in an upward motion, because you're gonna create that lift in your face. And then I'm just gonna come in on my nose. And then again, just swirl this. So I'm not caking all that foundation down my neck. I'm just swirling and blending along my jawline. So you can already see like how much more dimension and how it matches better, and all that good stuff. So I'm just coming back in and placing a little bit more concealer on this zit, and then I'm just gonna deepen my contour just a little bit. Which again, your contour and how you apply your makeup and how dark you wear it is totally up to you. The coverage is super, super buildable. I just want this zit to go away, but whatever. Okay. So now I'm gonna use a pretty light color for my lip and cheek that I feel like people are scared of, Petal, but I love this color. So I'm just using the same end of my brush and I'm sweeping into Petal. It's this baby pink one, Smile, and I'm placing it where blush actually goes, which is on the apples of my cheek, and I work it back into my contour. And then I'm a big fan of blush, so you can always add more, but how pretty is that? And then I'm gonna take my finger and rub it into Petal. It's a little bit more of a glossy finish, but I love it over contour because it gives it like that perfect glossy nude, if that makes sense. So let those two colors marry together for a minute. And then while that's sitting, we're gonna come over to my eyeshadow. So I used to just apply my eyeshadow with my finger. You still totally can, but I also really love the blend and tap if you are a finger eyeshadow applier, if that's what you are used to. So the blend and tap has the same consistency and wide, like this is wide and flat like a finger, and then this side is a little bit more rounded and pointy. So I'm just gonna dip into Valencia with the flat side and just use that to sweep it on my whole lid. Just super simple. But you get to get a really light touch with the brush. So if I'm in a hurry, yes, I can still use my finger, but the blend and the tap was the first eyeshadow brush I got because to me it was the same shape and I felt like it could do the same job as your finger, if that makes sense. So, and then I'm just gonna flip over to this rounded edge and dip into Foxy, which is very similar to the shadow I used before. So I'm just tapping in just a little bit and putting it right on that outer edge and just working it into my crease just a little bit. So I'm dipping in, tapping off any excess, putting it on that outer edge. And working it in just a little bit. So you guys, I think there's a huge difference. I can see a huge difference. I haven't filled in my eyebrows. I haven't done any illuminator yet, but those are all options that you could still use. So like we have a powder illuminator, so I can come back in with my B squared brush on the fluffy end, and I can just sweep this illuminator right on to my cheekbones, down my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and it just gives you like that super pretty finish. I can even take my finger if I wanted and do a little bit on my brow bone. And voila. So I hope if you guys are on the fence about mascara that you see, hold on, let me show you this, that you see the difference is really uncomparable. So I went from this, all of this stuff, to this. Hello. So please reach out to me for a custom color match. It is complimentary, it is free of charge. I will help you build your compact. You do not have to even start out with a compact this big if you do not want. We have a smaller size compacts that's a quad where it's just the mirror and 4, or we have other compacts where you have a back side and a front side, and this is called a hack stack, and it holds 8, so you can put your eyeshadows still in here. And if you fill a compact, you always get it free and free shipping in the US. So if you guys need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. This seriously, I was very nervous to switch over from a cream foundation or from a liquid foundation to a cream, but now I'm mad that I didn't ever do it sooner. So throw this junk away and let's get you into some really lightweight 3-dimensional makeup that I promise you will love. I hope you guys have a great day. Check out the before and after, and I cannot wait to talk to you. Bye.